Hello and welcome to my channel for news about reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. OutDaughtered stars Danielle and Adam Busby revealed to fans that they had to split to make it happen. The parents of 6 parted ways this weekend and shared some of the details with fans via social media. So, what's going on with the Busby family? Why did Danielle and Adam have to split? Keep reading for all of the details. This isn't the first time that Adam and Danielle have had to go their separate ways. They often end up in different places, especially as their 6 daughters grow up. They often have to divide and conquer when it comes to trips, work, kids' activities, and much more. With 6 active children with various obligations, they have had to split up many times to make it happen. So, it may not surprise you that they are heading in all different directions once again. Danielle and Adam Busby split up to make it happen. In a new Instagram post this weekend, Danielle admitted to fans that she and Adam had to split up to make it happen. The mom of 6 shared a few new photos of her oldest daughter, Blake, with a group of her friends. The 11-year-old attended a school dance. She wore a light blue mini dress with a pair of orange sandals. In the snaps, she looks as happy as can be. In her caption, the OutDaughtered mom admitted to fans that she and Adam had to split up to make it happen. She said, "My first baby girl's first formal dance was last night. Even though we had camping plans for the weekend, Adam and I pulled the #divide and conquer method." She added, "He headed to law with the Quints and I stayed back so we didn't have to miss out. She had so much fun with all her friends. Love my little lady." Has the OutDaughtered couple been reunited? Fortunately, Adam and Danielle's split was short-lived. On his Instagram stories on Sunday, Adam gave fans a peek into their camping trip. Danielle appeared for a split second, so it looks like she and Adam were reunited before long. You can see a snap from the outing below. Danielle is behind Hazel. Hopefully, the family all enjoyed their various activities and events this weekend. So, what do you think of Danielle and Adam Busby's strategy to split to make it happen? Can you relate? Sound off in the comments section below, and come back to Reports for USA for more news about the OutDaughtered stars. In the quiet moments when the cameras weren't rolling, the Busby household was still a whirlwind of activity. 6 daughters, including America's beloved quintuplets, ensured that there was never a dull moment. However, behind the scenes, something more profound was brewing in the hearts of Danielle and Adam Busby. It was a balmy evening in Texas, and the family had just wrapped up a day filled with laughter, tantrums, and the usual chaos that came with raising 6 girls. Adam sat on the porch, gazing at the sunset, his mind heavy with thoughts. He had been grappling with an idea for some time, a thought that had gradually morphed into an undeniable truth. Danielle joined him, her presence comforting yet tinged with the same sense of apprehension. "We need to talk," Adam began, his voice steady but laced with the gravity of the words that were about to follow. Danielle nodded, her heart already racing as she anticipated what was coming. For months, perhaps even years, the couple had been feeling the strain of their unique situation. Raising quintuplets, managing a successful business, and being in the public eye constantly had taken its toll on them as individuals and as a couple. The love they shared was undeniable, but love alone couldn't always keep a relationship from fraying at the edges under such immense pressure. "I've been thinking," Adam continued, choosing his words carefully, "about us, about everything." The words hung in the air between them, heavy with the weight of the decision they were about to make. Danielle's initial reaction was to protest, to argue that they could work through it, that they didn't need to separate to make things better. But deep down, she knew Adam was right. The past few years had been a roller coaster, and in the chaos of it all, they had lost sight of themselves as individuals. "I've been feeling it too," Danielle admitted after a long pause, her voice barely above a whisper. "I don't want to lose you, Adam, but I think you're right. We need to figure out who we are outside of being parents, outside of the show, outside of everything. Adam reached for her hand, his grip firm and reassuring. "This isn't the end, Danny. It's just a pause, a reset. We'll take some time apart, focus on ourselves, and come back stronger. For us, for the girls." The decision to split, even temporarily, wasn't easy. There were tears, long conversations, and moments of doubt. But ultimately, they both knew it was the right thing to do. They had been so consumed by the demands of their lives that they had forgotten to nurture their relationship. A break, they hoped, would give them the clarity they needed to find their way back to each other. In the weeks that followed, Adam moved into a small apartment nearby. They agreed to co-parent the girls, ensuring that their lives remained as stable as possible despite the changes. The cameras, always present in their lives, were turned off during this period. This was a journey they needed to take privately, away from the prying eyes of the public. Danielle threw herself into her fitness business, finding solace in the routine and the sense of accomplishment it brought her. She began exploring interests she had long set aside, rediscovering herself in the process. Meanwhile, Adam took the time to delve into his passions, focusing on his photography and mental health advocacy. He started going to therapy regularly, confronting the pressures that had been weighing him down for years. The time apart wasn't without its challenges. There were days when the loneliness felt unbearable, and the uncertainty of their future loomed like a dark cloud. But there were also moments of growth, of rediscovery, and of a renewed sense of purpose. They began to see each other not just as partners, but as individuals with their own dreams, fears, and desires. As the months passed, the distance between them, both physical and emotional, began to shrink. They started having regular check-ins, not just about the girls, but about themselves. These conversations were different from the ones they used to have, deeper, more honest, and without the noise of everyday life clouding their judgment. One evening, after a particularly insightful conversation, Adam suggested they meet for dinner, just the two of them. Danielle agreed, feeling a mix of nervousness and excitement. It had been so long since they had spent time together, just as a couple, without the distractions of their hectic lives. The dinner was a turning point. Sitting across from each other, they realized how much they had missed each other. The connection that had once felt lost was still there, buried beneath the layers of stress and responsibility. They laughed, reminisced, and for the first time in a long time, talked about their dreams for the future, not just as parents, but as Adam and Danielle. By the end of the evening, they both knew that the time apart had been worth it. They had grown individually, and in doing so, had found their way back to each other. The decision to split, to take that difficult but necessary step,